Yes, let's move out. Hello, ChaosWulff here, and welcome back to another of my videos. Today I have a few replays for you. First one being this match with my T62A here on Brokodovka on an encounter match. I'm teamed up, as always, with my partner in crime, Sanguie, and we are planning, originally, to move up onto the hill to get some early spots and to hopefully deny the enemy team the hill. Now, I have had this tank for a little while, but I've not played it as much as I could have done because I've been grinding more on my T54, as I am trying to unlock the Object 140. So I've not given this tank as much love as I could have done, but this is one of the better matches I've played in it. And we've gotten to the hill, and I'm moving up to take a full aggressive spotting position, and I'm immediately rewarded with a spot on this IS-3, IS-8 even. Well, the low 40 ton gets a good shot into me and kills my driver, and I immediately heal him. But then we spotted the evil Death Star. I've just managed to get my gun down on him, but I'm not quite sure where to shoot him from the front when I can't actually see his actual tank, and I have the outline to go from. I was going to move up there, but as you see, I got spotted, so I backed off. I'm casting around which one I'm likely to get some better shots at. But I move up again, try and get some more spots up here. But I'm spotted again, so I back off, take a ding from that IS-8. And thankfully, our own IS-8 is obliging enough to get out of my way, because I really don't want to be taking any more any damage if I don't have to. But now it's my turn to get into his way. And now, right now, my plan is to move around and come up from a different angle, because I don't want them to expect where I'm going to poke up. But then I spot the IS-3 down in the valley, and I think, ooh, easy damage. I'll look over. He's already aiming up at me, so I take a quick, poorly aimed shot. It just goes into his side and is absorbed by the tracks of the space armor. But my second shot flies true and goes in. And I take a ding right now from that STA-1, and I punish him and make him put his head back down again. I see him there, and he's backed off now. So I move forward to resume firing on the IS-3, who's now firing on somebody else, but he spots me, so I back off again. And he's taken out by Sanguie. Now, our team's actually now picking apart the enemy rim job, that poor guy. He's gone from full health to almost no health in a matter of seconds. But by the time I actually managed to get my gun down on him, he's already dead, so I quickly shift my focus over to the prot, put a shot into him, and then the rest of our team takes him out. And there was a shot from artillery trying to take me out. And here we have me trying to actually take out that building so I can actually get a shot on that STA-1. But I'm going to wish I hadn't done that later, because not only was that a waste of 2 shells, that was wrecking a building that I might need later. Well, yeah, at this point we've just noticed that the forest road has actually fallen, and we have a Conqueror, an E100 and an IS-7 pushing along that flank. So me and Sanguie decide to rush back and try and defend that flank, because the only thing we have to stop them is our own artillery. And he's quite wisely decided to get the hell out of there. And the STA-1's now pushed over onto our side, which he's going to wish he hadn't, because he's going to get taken out very soon. But now I push up further along, get some spots off. I spot the IS-7 and the Conqueror. I haven't been spotted, so I push my luck, take a shot, and back off. It was a poorly aimed shot, and it just didn't go anywhere. Now I'm backing off, wanting to get some more spots, and I want to know how long we've got until they get here. So I'm pushing up this back area, just behind the train. I'm not planning to take any shots, I just want to get spots. There we go. Spot the IS-7 and the E100. I get spotted, so I just back off behind here. We're not going to push over because this tank has absolutely horrible gun depression of only 5 degrees. So in order to get shots over, we would pretty much have to crest the entire ridge and basically expose our entire tanks. So we're going to sit on this side and wait for them to come over and fire at us, because both the E100 and the IS-7 have terrible gun depression as well. Not so for the Conqueror though, but thankfully he's not pushing over just yet. But here comes the IS-7. Poorly aimed shot there, goes right in the spaced armour, does no damage. Going to fire at the Conqueror, but change my mind. Fire on the IS-7 because we want to get one of the threats out the way as fast as possible. And then fire on the Conqueror, but then he takes out Sanguie. So now I'm left all alone. I put another shot into him, realise he's got quite a quick reload. So I back off, try and put Sanguie's corpse between me and him. It doesn't go the way I want it to. But the Isu takes out the Conqueror. I don't notice, put a shot into him. And then on the reload, put a shot into the E100. But I decide that the E100 is actually focusing over at our IS-7. So he's not even paying attention to this side. But I'm now spotted. I can see he's reloading because of the way he's angling his turret away from me, so I can't hurt him. But I go around the side. I could have got a shot on his side armour, but I didn't take it because I wanted his rear armour. And this is where I do something really stupid. I'm chasing his rear armour, not paying attention to his turret. And I just run straight into that shot. That was a very poor play by me. I put another shot into him. Sit behind him. Put another shot in, but I'm sitting around too long here. Moving around. And I'm just coming under fire by that Type 61. And he puts another shot into me. And that was just silly play by me. Thankfully, that shot went into my track and did no damage. And he bounces another shot there. I'm panicking here. So that was a very poorly aimed shot. Put another one into him, get a nice hit on him. I really should have just sat behind this tank and just waited. But I wanted another shot on him. I put another hit into him. All I get is a crit. And he gets some more damage on me, putting me on dangerously low health. I track him and think, sod this, I am not taking another hit for you. So I let our IS-3 take him out. Now we can see that our T110E4, the enemy T110E4 even, is up on the hill and he's just taken out our IS-8. So he's now evened it up yet again. But the vast majority of our team are fairly badly beaten up. Every single one is virtually a one-shot kill for that E4. And we've still got artillery in place. We have the looming threat of death from above. Still very much a real thing here. I pull up trying to get a spot on the E4. And you can see that the Death Star was last spotted down at J0. But he could be anywhere by now. It's been quite a while since we've seen him. But right now I'm moving up along the train line because I want to try and find artillery. Oh, and that was a bit of a dangerous play there. I should have been a bit more careful along this way because my tank right now is held together with hopes and dreams. A stiff breeze could blow this tank apart. But I'm moving up. Artillery's not on the plane there. I wasn't really expecting him to be, but you never know. So I thought I'd check before I barreled on in. And then just carry on moving on up. I push up this way. Checking there. Artillery is not down on the side where it's the next favourite's camping spot. But there we go. We spot the Death Star. But I don't want to sit still because I don't want to... I've been spotted and I don't want to give artillery or the Death Star an easy target. So I'm moving up. Poking over here, trying to get on the spot on the Death Star, but he's out of my view range now. And behind cover, so I was never going to spot him there. So I moved back to the crossing. And somebody has started capping, which is most likely the E4. And it is indeed the E4. I spot the Death Star, move out the way. And the T-28 puts a nice meaty shot into him, putting him down to dangerously low health as well. my first shot obviously goes wide, and there's artillery trying to end me again. Taking a bit more time to make sure that that shot flies true. Well, it's in a counter mode. I can safely ignore that E4 for the moment. But as you can see, our E3 has actually moved on along around the top and down the wooded road, trying to spot artillery. And there he goes. He's actually just spotted him there. I just realised this. Turn around and focus my attention on artillery because I want to get that threat out of there. Put a good shot into him. Reload and put another one. And securing the kill. But the E4 knows that I was there. So I don't want to give him an easy kill, an easy shot. So I'm moving down to the centre of the map now. The IS-3 is now moving towards the fight again. And Sanguie's actually encouraging everybody to all go at the same time. Me and him are actually on TeamSpeak at the moment, so we already know this, but he's typing for me because I'm a little bit stressed right now. As you can well imagine. But I move over trying to get some spots on the E4. Accidentally knocked that tree over. I really didn't want to do that. But I'm not spotted. I don't see him, so I just move up and interrupt the cap. So we're now covering 3 sides, but I think from where the prot is actually sitting, he's got a very limited field of fire. The IS-3's decided that he's going to attack and pushes over recklessly. And all that really achieves is a quick trip back to the garage. Now I rush over, seeing the health of this guy, fire at him, donk that shot completely, and aim too high and hit his upper plate and just donk it completely. But my second shot, I'm pretty sure went in, as I am pretty certain that the next time we see him, he's actually on lower health. Now I'm pretty low on ammunition now. I've only got one shell of normal ammunition left, but which leaves me with my 12 heat shells, which I haven't used as yet, and 1 high explosive. But all of a sudden, the cap counter starts going up. He's left the cap circle, so I'm not sure what the hell's going on. So I move forward to investigate. Map reading skills, not one of my best things. Aim over to where I thought he was, but looking at the mini-map, you can see he was completely behind the building to the right. And there he is. Shit! Got a nice shot into him, bringing him down to dangerous health. And now look at this. I'm sitting behind the building that I put 2 shots into, which means he could fire through it, and I did not know this. I thought I was safe. Oh, that was such a terrible, terrible decision there. A few terrible decisions in this match completely ruined it and completely swayed the outcome of this match. Had I not put 2 shots into that building, had I not run into the E100's gun, this would have been a completely different outcome. But I did some stupid things there. Now I'll speed it up here. Now we can see the poor T28 proc coming in. He doesn't quite know what to do. But the T110E4 does. Now on that real disappointment, let's have a look at the post-game stats. And as you can see there, that was my first class mastery on a defeat. Which is rather depressing as well, because I am fairly sure that if we'd actually won that, that might have been my ace tanker. Oh, yeah, another disappointment there. But anyway, as you can see, I got 83,500 credits there, and 1,081 XP for a loss, which is really nothing to be sneezed at. I got the Confederate and high caliber medals. Let's have a look at else. I was top for XP and damage, doing just shy of 6,000 damage, and getting a base of 721 XP. Now, I fired 34 shots, 29 of which hit and only 23 of which penetrated. I took 11 hits, 11 of which, 8 of which penetrated, and 3 of which were non-penetrations. And my armour actually blocked 1,160 damage. Now, I hit 11 vehicles on the enemy team. I was 4 off hitting every vehicle on the enemy team. But I only got 3 kills. But I did get just shy of 1,800 assisted damage as well. And on that big disappointment, let's move on to something a little bit more fun.
Let's get this show on the road.
Yes, let's. And the second replay we have here is here on Mode of Anchored. I'm driving once again my trusty Object 416. And still we are platooned with Sanguie, as always, our faithful partner in crime. And yet again, it's another encounter match, but here on Mode of Anchor now. Now, what we're planning to do is move up close to the cap and try and take an aggressive forward position. I'll speed it up a little bit now until we get into position. There we go. Oop. Now I'm sitting back to give Sanguie some fire support because of the legendarily bad gun depression of these tanks. And there we go. Get a nice shot off into that Tiger 1. And he's not paying attention to me, so I'm quite easy to try and put a second shot into him, but he moves just before I manage to get one off onto him. But now we have the enemy ARL and the VK3601H, and I put a nice shot into the side of his turret. But by the time I'm reloaded, both of those targets have been taken out. Now I cast around quick, see if I can see anything else. But the only thing we've got actually to see at the moment is the Tiger 2 near the forest. Well, I'm not interested in that at the moment, because he's got enough trouble of his own to deal with. Trying to get a shot over there into the VK4502A, but to no avail. Put a shot over on the IS-3, but that didn't go as well as I'd hoped, and I take a shot in return. I'll get a very lucky shot into the VK there. Now, we're just using the side of this hill as a ridgeline just to maximise our cover as we move up. We're trying to push these people back away from the cap, so that the SU and the ESU on the side can get some side shots on them. So I lock onto the IS-3, change my mind, and decide to take a shot into the VK. Pull around this guy, and he puts a big shot into the side of me and damages my ammo rack, but I don't notice this then. I'll go back and take that guy out. And now I relock onto this guy. Move along. I'm going to get up beside him because I want to make sure that I penetrate. And oh my god, see that! Oh, that was epic. Holy shit. Right, okay. And now Sanguie puts a nice shot into that KV-1S, and I'll move forward trying to get a nice shot on him. And now he's moving away, so I sit and aim over. There he is. And I managed to execute him. Oh. And now we're moving up. Getting some. I can see a shot on that KV-1S, so I take the shot, and he's gone in a few seconds. And now this is pretty much just mop-up duty now. Sanguie and I rush forward, as does the IS-3. And oh shit! Haha. Okay, back off. Back off. I don't want to end up the same way, so I'm going to let everybody else with more health than me move a bit further forward. I'll just sit behind this house and move forward now to get some sniper shots. A nice side shot on the crot, and I take it. And I get the kill. So that's 4 kills for me. And I don't know why I don't actually... I'm casting around, but I don't take a shot on this, even though I get a shot at his rear. I think for some reason on the when I was actually playing, the outline didn't show up, and I couldn't, because I don't remember being able to see that. But now all that's left is the Isu that ammo wrecked our IS-3. I'll fast forward it a bit because he's just hiding behind the building and I don't get another shot on him. And there we go. Well, let's have a look at the post-game stats for this game. Now this one was only a second class mastery, but who cares? That was an awesome match. Again, I got around about 41,500 again, credits, and 1,500 XP for the victory. That was the standard, not any doubles. As you can see, we were second on XP, and quite possibly first for damage. I think we were actually, yes. We had 4 kills, and we did just over 3,000 damage, with a base of 1,039 XP. Now this time we only fired 12 shots, 10 of which hit and 9 of which penetrated. For, as I said, just over 3,000 damage. And we took 3 hits and 3 of which penetrated. And of the 7 vehicles we fired at, 4 of which we killed, and we did just under 600 assisted damage. Now that epic match out of the way, let's have a look at the next one.
Let's go.
Now our third and final replay is again of my trusty T-54, and we're here on Sand River on a standard match. As usual, me and Sanguie are again platooned, but as I was saying, as usual, we are moving up towards the north to move around the rear of the map, to move up towards the mountains, to make sure to try and deny this, the enemy. It's one of the running themes we have when we're playing our mediums. We try and deny certain objectives to the enemy. And I'll just fast forward this up a little bit because we don't really see much. We've got an AMX 1375 running up the side as well. I see that he hasn't spotted anything there. So instead of moving up the same way Sanguie is moving, I'm actually moving around this way, up the main path now. And there's a couple of tanks spotted, and now our AMX has spotted an M103 and a Centurion 71, a Centurion 1 even, sorry, not 71, and an Isu 152. Oh, and oh shit, a T-30 as well. Bloody hell, there's a lot of tanks. And I just donked that shot right into the ground. I didn't want to hang around long enough. All I get there is a crit. I think I just smashed his observation device. But I'm pulling up, trying to get him a shot over quickly, but I do the same thing again. I pull back way too soon. Oh, that was an awesome ding there. Try and put a shot into the Centurion 1, but get a big smash in the side by the Isu 152. Trying to aim there for the command polar, but no. Just managed to hit his gun mantle and do absolutely bugger all. But now he was looking away for a second. I try and come up, try and come up, shoot him in the side of the turret, but that doesn't work. And now he's backing off. Move up. Take out the M103, take a gun out of play. But now the Isu's actually moving up. Trying to get a shot on the side there, but it's not working. And Sanguie over there takes out the Centurion 1. The Isu decides to come over, and I get a nice shot into the side of him. But he's backing off now, he's just running. So I'm chasing him down. And just execute him. Now we've completely switched the situation up here now. We are in control of this place now. Nice teamwork, and using the turret armor of the tank has basically given us this position. And I can see on the side, Sanguie's coming along to try and distract him. Oh, thankfully he misses. And we take him out for our third kill. And now we see that that around about K2, that RE75 is under pressure by an IS-3 and a Jagd Panther 2. And another heavy tank that I can't quite see what it is at the moment. Oh, it's another IS-3. So me and Sanguie are deciding to move around and come up behind them. But then we realise at this point, wait a second, artillery is still there. Is still in play. So, yeah, we're going to have to go and skirt the cap circle. I'll speed this up a little bit. So knowing that that artillery is still in play, we decide to come around here a little slower. But we see we get surprised by the Black Prince even, and he puts a big shot into the side of me. But he's only a Black Prince, so he doesn't do much. And I ding a shot from another tank. Was that the artillery? I think I just dunged the artillery. Now, I'll point out here, this is the point that Sanguie and I decided to switch focus. Sanguie's carrying on with the Black Prince, and I'm taking out the artillery. So between the two of us, we very quickly managed to take out these two tanks. There we go. So have a quick look down there, nothing. And now, it's just a quick race to try and get towards the last of the enemy tanks and take them out. Well, this has been fast and furious. And you can see the absolute graveyard of tanks here. Oh, hello. 2 shots and the Jagd Panther 2 is gone. Sanguie takes out the IS-3 and is in turn taken out by the Su-122-44. Now I have one of these, so I know how quick they are. But because I'm just that much quicker. I use the terrain to my advantage and use the slope to help me speed down the hill and keep out of his arc of fire. And that's kill number 6. Now all we have left is the IS-3, and he's coming towards us for some reason. He's seen the horde moving towards him. He's thinking, "The hell with this! I'm getting out of here." And I put 2 shots over to him. The first one dings off the upper plate. The second one just grazes the underside. So I tried to do a drive-by. I know I can take a hit, and there it is. I move around, get my gun around, and the IS-3 steals the kill. But I don't really care. 6 kills. It's a top gun. I'm happy. Now let's take a look at the post-game stats. And as you can see, that was another first-class mastery. I think that was actually the second time I've got this in this tank. I've still not managed to get Ace Tanker in any of these 3 mediums yet. But anyway, as you can see, I got 69,000 credits and 1,930 XP. For a non-double, that was just a standard match for the day. And as I said before, I got the top gun for 6 kills. As you can see though, I was top for XP at the end with 1,287 base XP and doing 4,242 damage. Now this time we did fire a few more shots. We fired 26, 22 of which hit and 18 penetrated. And we took 5 hits, 3 which penetrated, 2 of which dung off. Our armour blocked 750 damage. And of the 8 vehicles we shot at, we killed 6. And as you can see, we did quite a bit of driving around there. We travelled just under 4 kilometres. But anyway, this has been ChaosWulff. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If so, please consider rating and subscribing. And just for this once, I will leave you with some fireworks.